All right, we're gonna set up now. I'm so ready. What's up, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? That's an interesting name. All right.
Chicken and waffles.
All right. Wait a little bit. What's up, Mom? Oh, Megan's in here. I was thinking about Big Tony earlier. I want him to pipe me. What the hell?
What?
He says he wants my father-in-law to pipe him down.
Wow.
He'll be on next week, next Saturday. So you can come in here and let him know you want him to pipe you down.
Oh my god.
Roscoe Chickens is all right with me.
Big Tony.
Tony's not here today. Tony will be here next Saturday. Everyone wants Tony. Let's all pretend Frankie Halloween don't exist. What's up, guys? How was the weekend? So far, so good, man. Just trying to get this live started. Let me know if there's any issues you see, Jen, all right? Anything planned? Yeah, it's Mother's Day weekend, so tomorrow's going to be spent with the mothers. All right. I got to push in some more. I don't want to block the phone number.
The foulest stench is in the air. The funk of 40,000.
Thanks, Ma. Why does she look like a statue? Now, this is like a 15-second delay.
Gives like that creepy effect for the Halloween theme.
You like Frank? Thank you, I appreciate it. I gotta lower this volume a little bit. It's pretty loud. There we go. One of my mother's days, the first Mother's Day, was giving birth to one of my bestest kids. Oh, Mama. All right. Everybody, what's going on? Yes, I tried going live a couple days ago, but I was having a lot of issues with my internet connection. Hopefully tonight's a little better. But I'm joined with my all-time longest best friend in the world. Did you and Linus? Is that? Yeah, that's Linus. I was just introducing him.
What's up, Mr. Halloween crew?
Yeah, this is everyone. This is Linus, my best friend. And he's got, oh, Megan, you nutcase. Thank you so much. Freaking Megan. Thank you for that. That was very nice of you, Megan. Yeah, this is my best friend. We've been met at 14 years old. It's been 27 years we've been friends. Longest friendship I've ever had that's been in my life every day. I mean, I have longer friends, but Linus, you want to introduce yourself? This is my man right here, Linus.
Hey, what's up, crew? What's up, Mr. Halloween gang? Good to see y'all.
Yeah, this is his first time on here. Jason Bender. Hello, friend Torkinson, Green Bay Packers. Wow, you're from Green Bay? Yeah, you're having a good weekend. That's good, man. Guys, if you're interested, please call in and talk about anything Halloween. We're willing to talk Halloween with you. Talk about anything you want. The number's right behind. Until then, we're going to talk about some Halloween topics. First thing I want to talk about is horror movies. Any movie, any family horror movie. Who's the guy you with? What's up, Holiday Studios? This is my all-time best friend, Linus.
What's up, Holiday?
That's the kid I was telling you about. One of my biggest fans that I still have to meet up with. Every time we try to meet, he has something to do. I have something to do. But don't worry, I'm gonna meet up with your buddy very soon. Just let me know when you're free. You told me Sundays at work for you, all right? But Jason Bennett's from Green Bay.
Cheesehead.
He's a cheesehead. A name like Jason Bennett, that's definitely a cheesehead. Yeah, I just told him about you today. You can ask him. We were downstairs in my studio. I showed him what I was going to give you when I meet you. And he was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So hopefully we can meet soon, buddy. I got a couple things I'd like to give to you. And one I know you're really going to love. What's wrong? You can't get me on there? What? Oh. All right, but... All right, so I want to talk about what everyone likes talking about, their favorite top 5 Halloween-themed movies. It could be horror, or it could be just Halloween-related altogether. So I want to hear your top 5 compared to my top 5. Start with... start with what you think would be your 5th favorite.
I'd probably say probably like Cujo. I was a big fan of Cujo.
Cujo, that dog?
Yeah, like I couldn't say it was like too crazy of a horror movie, but I guess it could fit into like a number 5.
I'll be honest with you, I seen that movie one time and I couldn't finish it. It was pretty bad. I didn't really like Cujo. It's tough to start with the number 5. Maybe we should start with your favorite and work your way down.
Yeah.
Let's start with your favorite. What's your favorite Halloween or any Halloween? It could be horror or it could just be a family movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the original Saw movie.
Saw 1?
I was a big fan when Saw came out.
That Saw movie was insane. I swear that you were talking about Saw because we had a big conversation on Thursday about the Saw movie, and that I think I was with you when we seen it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we did go see that.
That blew my mind that the whole time it was that guy in the middle of the floor. But that's a good number 1.
The thing that was crazy about Saw 2 was it was like a different dynamic from anything I had ever seen in a horror movie.
It definitely added. It's kind of like Guess the Killer type thing.
Yep.
And we didn't see anything close to that. It was just such an awesome. It was like a puzzle / kill yourself type movie that I still can't believe how awesome they made that movie to be, and especially him getting up at the end.
Yeah, like you said, the Jigsaw character. That was crazy. Definitely didn't expect that.
Yeah. Billy the Puppets, this was definitely a cool looking character. But yeah, that guy standing up in the middle of the floor just blew everyone's mind. I still remember we went to see that at the movie theaters. I was like, no way!
It was a lot of shock with that one.
But yeah, my favorite movie, my favorite Halloween movie, it's a toss-up between two. But a lot of people are going to disagree with me when I say this. It's not a horror movie. It's Hubie Halloween. I absolutely love watching that movie. I can watch it 100 times a day and not get bored of it. The movie itself just captivates Halloween for me in every way.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any Adam Sandler movie either.
Have you seen Hubie Halloween?
I'll be honest, guys probably laugh at me, but I did start watching that with the wife, and I fell asleep halfway through.
Really?
So I got the intention of I have the intention of trying to watch the rest of that at some point, but the part that I did catch in the beginning definitely drew me in.
Who's not tough enough? You really have to be telling him about me? Yeah. Who's not tough enough? My voice feels weird today. That's great. All right. So yeah, Hubie Halloween. I don't know if you said you started watching it, but just the whole movie altogether, the colors, the sounds, everything about. I know it's tough to look at me with my glasses on. Everything about that movie just relates back to me growing up and enjoying Halloween. So that movie Adam Sandler hit home with me when I started watching that movie. What's going on with the sound? My voice sounds. Megan, stop. Thank you so much, Megan. And another. She's so cute. Oh, somehow, if it counts as a Halloween movie, my favorite is Coraline. Oh, Coraline, that little haunted doll, like the anime movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. I've heard of it.
My daughter actually loves that movie. She actually has the Coraline doll. Right? Doesn't she have a Coraline doll? Yeah. Yeah, she does. Yep, that one, yeah. Yeah, that's actually quite a popular movie. I like Coraline. All right, what's your second favorite?
I might get a little bit of love hate for this one, but I gotta put it pretty high because it's a classic and it's for the kids too. I gotta put Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I gotta put that up high. I feel like I can show that some love.
That's definitely an odd number two. Can you shout out my friend Dill Domi? What? He's trying to say dildo. Trying to make us say dildo. Ragioli. Shout out my friend Dill Domi. All right. Hello, Dill Domi.
Is he related to Ty Domi, the famous hockey player?
I was trying to make you say dildo. But you succeeded. Thank you for the comment.
But yeah, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown got rocks in his trick or treat bag.
I'll be honest, I've never seen that movie. Charlie Brown. You got rocks in his trick or treat bag?
Yep, got rocks.
What's that neighborhood? I want to go. That number two. My number two is the original Conjuring. That's a movie I can watch over and over also.
That's a good one. Realistic, real story. Real place.
That's what I like about it. I love how that movie's... And it's based in the state we live in, Rhode Island. Holiday, you're more of a family-friendly person when it comes to movies. Oh, yeah. I could talk about a Coraline that you said that's your favorite movie. Feel free to call in if you want to, buddy. Yeah, so Conjuring number one. I love the whole Conjuring theme, like all except for number three. Number three, I wasn't a huge fan of, but number two is my number three, and the new one that just came out was pretty cool too. But it's not definitely in my top five. What's your number three?
Number three? I'm gonna be honest. Like I know it's like I guess it could maybe be Halloween oriented in a lot of ways, but I was a big fan of the Scary Movie.
Oh yeah,
the original Scary Movie.
The Wayans?
Yep.
Scary Movie 6 coming out. This microphone is just off key.
Yeah, like I got a good laugh out of that first one when I first seen it. Just another like I said earlier about the other movie, like a different dynamic, of comedy, trying to mix in a little horror with the comedy.
I love it. It's a spoof movie and all a horror movie. Guys, if you're in there, please like the chat. In the chat, please like this live so we can push it out further. Please comment also. The more comments, the more likes, the more people get pushed out to. Sent 10 thumbs up for 10. Oh, Megan, my God. She don't stop. Stop sending stuff to you.
Yeah, if you guys out there, Mr. Halloween fans, you guys want to call in and let us know what your favorite movie is. Maybe we can elaborate on those movies too.
Yeah, please call in, guys. The number's right behind me. Call in. You can also text, but I really don't answer too many texts while we're live. But feel free to call in. We can have a conversation, whatever you like about Halloween. We can talk about... What are you done? What are you talking about? You can talk about your top 5 movies or anything else you want to talk about. Halloween related, of course.
How about I'll ask you this, Mr. Halloween in particular. How about I obviously Mr. Frankie Halloween. I know a lot of stuff doesn't scare you as much, but what was a movie that you could say probably scared you like a really lot, whether it was when you were a kid or as like an older adult?
Well, I'm glad you said it. You separated between a kid and an adult. And as a kid, the first horror movie that really jolted me was Halloween 4. It was the first time I ever seen Michael Myers. I was with my mother, and we were in the living room, and we were just flipping. It was right around Halloween time. It was probably at the beginning of October, and they just stopped on Michael Myers' face was right on the TV when I still remember like it was yesterday, and I was totally terrified by just seeing that white pale mask, and I had nightmares for weeks, and up in probably like 2 years later, I just couldn't look at Michael Myers on TV. There was no internet to look at him on the internet, but anyone that dressed up as Michael Myers, that movie terrified me. It wasn't even a scary movie, but that was the first time I ever got really, really scared. So as an adult, I never watched the original Exorcist, and I just happened to be alone. This is going back when my daughter was probably 2 years old. She was in Florida with my wife, and I was all by myself, and I just happened to see The Exorcist. I'm like, let me watch it. I'm all alone and see if it really gets me. I didn't get off that chair. I slept in that chair the whole night, and when I got right out, I finally got up. I was terrified.
That's serious.
How about you? What movies like that scared you?
This is the same movie as a kid and as an adult. You may know, knowing me for so long, I'm deathly afraid of spiders. There could be a spider the size of a pinhead in the corner of the room, and my wife's gonna kill it. I don't want to have anything to do with spiders. I actually, when I was a kid, watching Arachnophobia was like the worst thing for me.
I never seen that.
Oh my god, it was like I think it was Kevin Costner, maybe. Could have been Daniels. Jeff Daniels was the guy in the movie. Yeah, and I think he found a gigantic spider's nest in his barn outside, and these things like infested the barn. They infested inside the house. I remember watching that movie, like one scene, spiders were coming out of the shower head when he was taking a shower. I'll tell you, I went to bed that night and everything itched me. I don't care if it was a wrinkle in the blanket. Like, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't even sleep that night. I thought there was a million spiders in my bed. And I could watch that movie tomorrow and I'd have the same effect, like crazy.
I never seen Arachnophobia, but sounds like the movie Creepshow. You ever see Creepshow?
That one I haven't seen.
Yeah. Oh, here comes our first prank of the night. Let's say this one. This is Howard Stern, WNBC.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
What's going on, bud?
Can you hear me?
This call is being recorded.
Hello. What the hell was that?
This call's being recorded.
Oh, man.
Hey, you didn't have any express written consent for that.
I can't see out of these things. Hey, when the lights are off. All right. That's enough of those. But yeah. I know we've been friends for a long time. There was a time where we worked at the same job. We worked at a Target. And this particular Target was built over an old cemetery, like a 1600 style cemetery. And I knew it was haunted. I got Linus a job there. And I remember there was a time where you went home early, weren't feeling good.
Yep.
And something supposedly followed you home. Do you remember that?
Oh, it was crazy. Kind of glad you brought that up. Because that I haven't had many experiences like that with the supernatural, but I believe that was definitely a time that I had that happen. I ended up going home, and I think we were working in the middle of the night, right? So it had to be like 3 a.m.
I got a call.
Yeah, supernatural, but
what's up, prick?
it was definitely a time that I had that happen. We were going home, and I think we were working in the middle of the night, right? So
I fell on the ground.
Oh yeah, what's the other? Put the other ones on.
Yeah, supernatural, but it's not really tricky.
Yeah, put the other ones on.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, mommy.
So
All right. You know all those, right? Yeah.
So yeah, I think going back to the story, I think we were like working in the middle of the night. It had to be like 2-3 o'clock, right, in the morning.
Yeah, we were doing overnight. We were doing actually a switch over for the summer.
So I probably had gone home probably about 2:30ish or something like that. And I remember going home, and I lived in like an older house too. The house always creeped me out anyway. You know, we used to find bats hanging around sometimes, like randomly. It was just an old house, and I remember Going upstairs, nobody was home. My parents were out for the night. I wasn't like super young or anything, which was crazy, but I mean, stuff gets scary.
We were in our very early 20s. I think we were like 19, 20.
Yeah, there wasn't much that would scare me, but I mean, you get some stuff happening with the supernatural and stuff can get crazy.
Are we getting another call coming in? Hi, you're live on the air.
I saw a ghost in my bathroom and I flipped over my high chair.
Oh, yeah?
So we found a ghost. It was inside of one of the rooms. And we saw and it was talking.
Sounds like a haunted house.
Yeah, so I was probably I still wasn't fully used to that sleep schedule, so I was like tired. I was ready to just get in bed and everything. So I remember just get in my pajamas, get in bed, and I had the TV in the room, and it almost looked like a flash of light and spark like bounced right off the TV, and like I just dashed right out of the room. It was upstairs, and I basically glided down the stairs. That's how fast I was going down the stairs. And oh my God, dude, I got in the living room down the stairs and I was under the covers and I didn't know what the hell was going on.
That was my favorite part of your story. I glided down the stairs.
Glided down the stairs. Like there was no steps involved. I just glided right down the stairs like I was on a sled down a hill of snow. It was definitely crazy though. Crazy experience.
That was great. You glided. Maybe that, I was just thinking. Maybe you went, Mia, please stop. Maybe you went home early because you weren't feeling good. Maybe there was a ghost messing with you. Because that place was haunted. There was times
crazy.
where I seen all of the, what do they call it, the conveyor belts. All the conveyor belts going on all at once, and no one was working them. That place was definitely haunted.
Yeah, that fixture room was kind of weird too. I don't know if that was a hot spot.
It was, because I got a light thrown at me.
Yeah.
And it was just, there was no one else in there with me.
Yeah, that's crazy too, because that almost seems like what I was talking about with like the light thing. You know what I mean? Crazy.
I got tons of ghost stories. But yeah, I was trying to tell you about the story of the kid Rick. You didn't hear nothing about that, right?
No.
All right, so this is a true story. This happened on this channel, live on the air. It was like 4 different shows in one. We were talking. Someone called in talking about a ghost story they had, and it led to this kid Rick calling in. So Rick called in and he said he was 5 years old, and he's seen a woman in his window, a tall, skinny woman, and she was like in the reflection, but she wasn't there, and she was talking to him. He said ever since that day, she's been haunting him every single day. And he says, my family thinks I'm crazy. My brother thinks I'm crazy. No one believes me. But this woman's really haunting me worse and worse every day. And it's out of control. She's begging him to kill people for her. And he was like, so I was like, I don't know what to do, man. I said, go get a priest. I'm not an expert in that field. I love Halloween, but I know nothing about that. And I said, go get some sage, maybe spray some sage. We had a priest to bless your house. He's like, all right, I'll go try that. And I could tell in his voice this was real. It wasn't a fake phone call. So he calls back a week later on my next live and said, Frankie, it's Rick again. I was like, hey, Rick, how you doing? How's everything going? He's like, it's not good. It's worse. She's getting more and more crazy. And, oh, wow, Freddy Krueger's on. And he explained how it was getting worse. Nothing's better. And he's like, I need help. What can you help? I was like, I don't know. I said, but listen, I have someone that could help you. I know a medium. Maybe you could see who the person is bothering you. Maybe he could help you. And I don't know, but I'll have him come on Saturday. This is the first time Medium Tony came on, and he was coming on just for him. I said, make sure you come on Saturday night and call and talk to him. So he did. Tony came on. Maybe like 20 minutes in, he called and he's like, hey, it's me, Rick. And I'm like, Tony, this is the guy I was telling you about. And I was like, Rick, I told him everything's going on, so he's up to date. So Tony starts saying, all right, so what's she saying exactly? And he's saying, he's like, well, she needs to be set free. I know exactly what I have to say to try and cleanse your house. And he's like, you have to pray with me, okay? And he's like, all right, I'll do anything. Now this kid's in tears and he's crying already as it is. And Tony started praying. And the kids started screaming and panicking. My house is flickering. Every light in the house is flickering. Oh no, she's getting really mad. She's coming at. And he started screaming, ow, ow, oh, she's hurting me. And all of a sudden the phone hung up.
Wow.
So we're like, whoa, what the hell just happened? And I was like, something definitely happened. You pissed the ghost off or something. So like a half hour goes by. And the kid Rick's brother calls in. What's up, Joshy boy? Josh's brother, I said Josh, Rick's brother, his name was Perry. He called in. This is live on the air. I'm not making none of this up. He has a new guest. This is my good friend Linus. I've known him for 27 years. This is my best friend.
Hey, how are you guys?
And he said, hi, my brother texted me this phone number to call. And he's like, you guys can help me? And I was like, your brother's Rick? And he's like, yeah, my name's Perry. I was like, well, Perry, I just want you to know you're live on the air. You got that Rhode Island accent. Yeah, we do. He's from Rhode Island too, this kid Josh.
Fellow Rhode Islanders.
And basically, we were explaining to him what's going on. You're actually on YouTube Live. He's like, what? I'm on YouTube Live. I'm like, yeah, the whole world's listening to you, and they're very interested in this story. And I said, last time we talked to Rick, he was attacked, and that was it. He hung up the phone. And we filled him in on everything that was happening. And here's what I said, you need to go to his house and check on him. I said, clearly something's going on with his phone. He can't make phone. Yeah, he said he was trying to call him. He's not answering. I said, go to the house now. Something's up. So he did. He's like, I'll go there. It's going to take me about 20 to 30 minutes. He called us back in 20 minutes. He said, Frankie, I'm here. And he's like, there's no lights on in the house, but his car is here. I said, there's no lights on in the house, but the car's there. He's like, yeah, I'm telling you. I was like, all right. I said, can you get in? Can you go check on him? Is he okay? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to open the door. And you can hear him banging, Rick, open the door. He's not answering the door.
Wow.
So he backs up. He looks up at his window upstairs. And he said the lights were flickering in his bedroom. And he said, the lights are flickering upstairs in his bedroom. I'm like, that's not normal to be flickering. I said, there's something up there with your brother. I just want you to know he was attacked. Remember? Something's up there with him. And he's like, wait a second. My brother's in the window. And I'm like, your brother's, is he talking to you? He's like, no, he's just staring at me. His head's glitching.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's glitching? He's like, now his eyes are glowing red. And I'm like, what the hell is going on in there? It's like, now he's putting his hand up to the window, but his fingers are like a foot long each.
Holy.
And I said, Rick, he's probably possessed. I said, that's what it sounds like, a possession. I said, call the cops, call an ambulance, get upstairs as soon as you can. So he did. He's like, I'm going to call you guys back. I'm going to call the ambulance and cops. So he did. He called 911. They came to the house. He was on the phone with us on the air when he got into the house. And he's like, my brother Rick's dead, man. He's laying on the floor. He's dead. You guys killed him. He's dead. I was like, we didn't kill anybody. And then Tony's like, go check if he's breathing. He's like, he's foaming at the mouth. But he's like, is he breathing? And that's wicked smart. Terrible times. What's going on? But needless to say, he wasn't dead. He was just having some kind of convulsion. And they carried him out on a stretcher. And when they brought him to a nut house after they checked him in the regular hospital, and he was in there for a whole month. And every single week I come on here, people still ask what's going on with Rick. That's how many people were watching it then. It was probably the most packed my room's ever been. But his brother called a couple weeks ago. Yeah, free think it probably was a seizure, my guess. But what caused the seizure is beyond what we could all imagine what actually happened.
Wow.
But his brother Perry called and He let us all know that he's back home, he's healthy, and that he's home and he's healthy, he's eating, and he's back to work. He's trying to look for another job. So that's the story of Rick. But that happened on my show. You had to be there to hear the pain in their voices. It was so intense. It was unbelievable. It's so cute. They gave it away. But yeah, so that's that story about Rick. That was probably the most publicity this channel's ever had. It was just crazy. Anything like that ever happened to you?
No, thankfully not.
Yeah, let's think.
I did have like a crazy dream though. Like definitely was something crazy going on. I remember being asleep, and it was almost like a sleep paralysis, like a demon or something.
A lot of people have that.
Oh my god! I mean, this thing was had me by the ankles at the edge of the bed, and I felt like I was being dragged.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh my god! I was reaching to stay on, you know, to just not go to the edge. It was like very realistic. I believe it was probably like a demon or something.
What's
it was
up,
crazy.
Penelope? Oh, Penelope, whatever. Penelope Howdy, how you doing?
I don't know if somebody in the building that I was in was dabbling with anything, but I've never had that happen before.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was messing with some black magic or something to that.
Speaking of black magic, didn't you? I could have swore you told me that you were shot on Halloween night one time.
Yeah, I think I actually I think I did get shot one time.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah, I'm actually still here, but I'm pretty sure I got shot.
No, you did get shot. I visited you at the hospital. On Halloween night, you got shot because you didn't want to give up your candy.
Yep.
Some kid was trying to take his candy, and he shot him over a candy bag.
Yep. The hole didn't go all the way through, thankfully.
That's what happens when you go trick-or-treating in Central Falls.
Crazy.
But did you live?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I think I got shot. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. Speaking of candy, what's your top top 5 candy? I want to hear it. Top number 1 to 5.
You want my number one?
Yeah.
I'm a Twix guy. I like Twix.
I love Twix too. They're my top 5, but they're not my number 1. My number 1 is Reese's.
Oh, Reese's.
I love Reese's Cups.
Yeah, they got to be up there for me too. Snickers.
But the Reese's has to be like fresh.
Yeah,
like you get some Reese's that are stale and the peanut butter is like dry.
Yeah.
I like it when like literally melts in your mouth, the whole thing.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in certain ones. How about having them frozen? I like having them frozen, believe it or not.
I like everything but Reese's frozen.
Really?
Yeah, Reese's have to be like kind of like room temperature.
Yeah, I like when you get the ice cream Reese's with the cups inside of it frozen.
Someone said 100 grand. No, 100 grams, they wrote.
100 grand?
Someone said Almond Joy. Yes, Almond Joy is delicious. Almond Joy is someone wrote Snickers and Twix. Twix, yes. Yeah, number 2 is my Snickers. I love my Snickers too. They're getting smaller and smaller by the day. Pretty soon it's just going to be a flake of chocolate in there.
How about like a non-chocolate candy?
Non-chocolate? Non-chocolate. It's not Skittles. I'm not a huge fan of Skittles. You stumped me with this one. I'm a huge chocolate guy. But I have to say Twizzlers. I like a good Twizzler.
I feel like the non-chocolate things, like when you're younger, does that seem like it's like a younger thing? Those candies, like the non-chocolate candies, like the Nerds and the Gobstoppers.
My kids love it.
I feel like that was a kid thing more than then when you get older, it's like chocolate, you know. But I do like Sour Patch Kids. I'm a big
Sour Patch Kids, yeah. They're great.
And Swedish Fish. Whatever happened to the grape Swedish fish? They just disappeared off the map. Those were my favorite when I was a kid.
What is it?
Grape Swedish fish.
I haven't heard of
I
it.
don't know where all the followers how broadly we expand with where the followers are located, but if anybody still has grape Swedish fish around, let me know.
Probably can find. There's a couple websites that have.
I'll pay for shipping.
They carry nostalgia candy. I can share those after we get off. What's going on, Married to Michael Myers? Long time no talk. Wow, I'm glad to see you on here. Right now, we're talking about the top 5 candies. If you want to call in, I know you called me before. Candy corn, yeah, that's disgusting.
There's 2 steps to eating candy corn. 1, pick it up. 2, throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I the taste of candy corn, I can handle. I can't eat a lot of it. I like the taste of it, but man, I can only have 2 of them, and it's really tough.
Remember how nasty the Thanksgiving version was, like with the chocolate in it, the pumpkin? Did you ever have those ones?
Yeah, those are like giant candy corns.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine. I forget what you were talking about. The candy your most hate. Definitely was candy corn, but peanuts too. Those what are they called? The circus peanuts. Oh, that's awful.
Terrible.
Are you saying kids? What the heck is that guy talking about? Oh, you been busy? I've been okay. I've been hanging in, getting ready for Halloween season. I'm very excited about this year. I remember talking to you. I know you wish you lived up here because you wanted to come play. But I can't wait to get my trivia game show going.
Yeah, I like gummy bears. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, circus peanuts are awful. Absolutely disgusting.
What's another disgusting candy? I gotta say Good and Plenty. My mother loved those, but
yeah, that's that purple and white ones.
Yeah, and they have licorice inside of them.
That's disgusting.
Oof.
I just lost a lot of respect for your mother for that one.
Yeah, my mother was a big black licorice fan, and I can never get on board with it. I hated it.
You excited for the trivia show? I can't wait for you to watch it, man. Please feel free to play in on comments. I'm going to be going live on TikTok. If you have me on TikTok, I'll do live TikTok while I'm doing that also. I won't be posting it on TikTok, but I'll just go live on TikTok so that people can watch it live and play along.
How about like the maybe we could talk about is there anybody that had any like trick or treat traditions, like when they went out trick or treating?
Yeah, that's a good one. I actually put a couple posts up in the last week about growing up and nostalgic. What's your favorite memories from going trick or treating on Halloween night? And also, what was your favorite costume? Anyone want to call in out there? The number's right behind us. Feel free to call in. We can have a nice conversation. You guys tell us what we want to talk about. So if you guys have something on your mind, feel free to call in. There's no charge. I'm not saving your number, putting you on any list, but just call in to have fun. Bean body. I mean, Bean Boozled? You ever tried Bean Boozled?
What is that?
It's Jelly Bean Company. They created a game. Oh, you got a phone call coming in. What's going on? You're live.
Hey, Frankie, it's married to Michael Myers.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
How you been?
I've been all right, man. How you been?
I'm trying, you know. It's been a couple months since I talked to you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Hey, I was gonna throw it out there for the favorite costume. Oddly enough, vampire, but like the old school Dracula.
Yeah.
You know, with the cape and everything. You don't see that very often anymore.
Yeah, true.
You don't. Yeah, 100% right. Which is weird. The reason being is because of Twilight. They showed a different type of vampire, and this generation attached itself to that. And I'm like you. I like the old school vampire look, the Dracula.
Yes, like the Widow's Peak. You know, like a medallion. Like that's a vibe.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like the red tie, the white shirt with the black cloak. Absolutely.
Yes, Bela Lugosi.
Yes, yeah, Bela Lugosi.
School.
I love that guy. He just looks the perfect part.
He does, man. I think he was from Romania. Like he was from where the vampires really would have been from.
Really?
Like, yeah. The same part of the country.
Someone put pimp pie instead of vampire.
Maybe it's me. Like him bringing that up had me think too. Like when I go out with the kids for trick or treating, like the costumes seem less scarier. Like people are
No,
like
absolutely.
more celebrities now and dinosaurs and
K-pop, pop culture stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, my youngest, she wants to be a cake pop demon hunter this year.
Of course, yeah.
It's funny. But you're 100% right. You're all right, Linus. The costumes are very less scary. And the reason because the internet, the kids don't have as much creativity growing up when we were younger. And remember Blackula? What?
Yes. Hey, Frankie, weird story. Blackula came to my church one time and gave a speech in California. I had seen him on Pee-wee's Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on Pee-wee's Christmas special. If you guys remember that. I mean, that's way back, but
a long time ago.
He came. We were having our church was having this weird, we were having like a banquet, and he was giving a speech, and he straight up said, "You guys might know me as Blackula."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" And then I looked. I don't know. I went home and I had the VHS of Pee-wee's Christmas. And I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. Went back and watched it. And I asked my mom. And I said, "Is that the same guy at our church?" Yeah. I was like, "Yeah." So what? Just random.
That's
Totally random.
crazy.
That's
I'm only saying
mind-blowing.
Blackula because someone wrote that in the chat. Freethinker wrote,
That's
"Remember
wild.
Blackula." That is too funny.
That is funny.
That's the coincidence and a half that you're on the phone. He said, "Yeah, I know him."
Who would have thought they would have seen Blackula in a church all those years later?
But yeah, get
Right.
back to old school costumes. The old school costumes were more scary because they put more effort into it. The makeup was more popular because growing up there was only like the plastic masks and the suits you buy in the box.
Yeah.
Most people made their own costumes, which made it more creepier because you put more effort into it.
Yeah.
And now everyone could just go to the nearest store and just buy a whole costume with the goofy mask.
Crazy.
And no one wants to put the effort in anymore. But that is funny. It's like, yeah, I know Blackula.
Yeah, all my costumes were homemade when I was a kid. I remember.
So I think that makes them more like genuine, though, right?
Absolutely.
Like, memorable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to do a little quick trivia game just for fun?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
All right.
that would be awesome, Frankie.
I'll give you 3 questions off the top of my head. Nothing's written down here. Because I actually just tried to do a trivia game show a few nights ago, and I had horrible service. Because I think I'm going to start doing my lives up here in my house. I have a studio in my basement where I do it. I just could not connect anymore. But all right, we'll do a quick little trivia game.
Okay.
All right. In the Halloween franchise, what Halloween movie did Dr. Loomis say, "You do not know what death is"?
Oh man, part 2. In the beginning, he's saying it to the neighbor. "I've been trick or treated to death tonight."
You got it, my man. Good job.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get that. Okay. In Halloween 4, what was the name of the guy that got thrown into the electricity?
Oh man, Bucky.
Oh my God, he's good.
Yep.
I'm only asking you. I'm asking you Michael Myers questions because I know you would know them.
Love it.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Wow.
It's
No
awesome.
one gets that. You got it.
It's great.
All right, I'm gonna give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna try and think of one that's gonna stump you.
Okay. I want to be stumped. That sounds fun.
Stumped? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's think really hard here. Someone wrote, "I look like Poppy." Who the hell's Poppy? Who's Poppy?
Poppy.
Is it Poppy Chulo? I hope that's not my friend.
Season of the Witch.
All right, let's think here. All right, here's one that you might not know. What was the real reason that Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis burned to death at the end of Halloween 2?
The real reason?
Yes.
Oh man.
You actually have to
Other-
know the
other than-
history.
Oh man. So other than watching the movie, the oxygen being on and him telling Lori to run out and him lighting the lighter, with the at the end.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
I'm asking you why John Carpenter and Deborah Hill had them burn at the end of number 2. There's a reason behind it.
Oh no, I have no idea. I'm probably going to learn something new.
Oh, awesome. I get to teach you something about Michael Myers tonight.
Yes.
All right. The real reason why Michael Myers burned to death at the end of Halloween 2 is because that was supposed to be the last one ever made. Because Halloween 2 was actually supposed to be the season of the witch. Because Michael, I don't know if you heard one of my past lives, but I interviewed John Carpenter about 15 years ago. I actually went to see him at a meet and greet, and I was the last person in line, and I had a conversation with him. I asked him about why Michael Myers wasn't in Season of the Witch. And he said he had a full-blown conversation with me. There was no one else left in line, and he told me everything. He said to me that Halloween 1 was supposed to be the first installment of many different Halloween movies, not including Michael Myers. It's kind of like Creepshow. You know what Creepshow is?
Yeah, exactly.
Creepshow. So they wanted to make actual movies instead of little portion movies like Creepshow. They want to make full-blown movies. And the first idea was Halloween, which was supposed to be the escaped crazy guy that kills his sister. At the end of number 1, that was supposed to be it. They weren't supposed to make any more. The next one was supposed to be Halloween 2, Season of the Witch. They started making Season of the Witch, and while they were making it, a lot of people finding out that Michael Myers wasn't in it. They wanted to know more, and they want to know what happened to Michael Myers. So what they kept bothering. They stopped production on Halloween 2, Season of the Witch, created a new what do you call it? A new script for Halloween 2. And that's how that was. They were like, that's it. We have to kill this character because people wonder what happened to him. Where did he walk away to? So they killed the Michael Myers character in Halloween 2, hoping that was it. So then they went to the next installment, which was Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. People were so pissed off that Michael Myers wasn't in Halloween 3. It was a total flop at the box office. No one liked it. They looked at each other and said, we have to make another Halloween 4 movie. We have to put him in it. So that's why it took so long to come up with a way to get Michael Myers back to life. And it was called The Return of Michael Myers. That's why it's called The Return. So there you go. You got a little...
I had no idea that was supposed to be the end of it. And I had never heard that they were going to do it like different installments. That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it wasn't even supposed to be...
Do you have any more questions that...
No, I was just going to do it. I was just going to ask you 3 quick questions for fun. But next time I have a trivia game night, if you call in, I'll give you all, because I have nothing written down, stuff to come up with stuff off the top of my head.
Gotcha. No, okay, that's fine.
But yeah, so I'm glad I educated you. Also, if you didn't know, Halloween 1 was supposed to be called The Babysitter Killer. It wasn't even supposed to be called
Halloween. I knew that.
Okay.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know that, like, in the scene where Michael's killing Judith when he's a child, that's Deborah Hill wearing a mask and killing Judith.
Really? That's cool to know. I didn't know that.
Yes, that's probably one of the only things I know about it. And then something else too. If you watch the very first scene where the camera's panning and it shows like the front porch.
Yep.
Because you can see like the extension cords from the lighting for filming the movie right on the porch.
Oh, see, that's cool. There's a lot of mistakes left in that movie. Did you know that? Because of how low the budget was after they were done, they couldn't go back and fix it. They didn't have enough money to fix it.
Wow.
There's one major,
I've seen that.
The most major mistake that was left in the movie, and if it was made today, they would never be able to get away with this because what the little girl's name was Lindsay, right?
Yeah.
The little 8-year-old girl she was supposed to be watching. Well, there's a scene when Bob and his girlfriend, I think her name was, what was her name? It's not Annie, it was the other one. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in a van, and he's talking about ripping people's clothes off. And he's like, when they go in the house...
Annie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be... No, Annie was the other one.
Annie, Linda?
Yeah, Linda, that's it.
Linda, okay.
Yeah, it was him and Linda in the truck, and he's like,
Yeah.
said him saying we're gonna go in and rip Annie's clothes off. He said we're gonna go in the house and rip Lindsay's clothes off. That's
Whoa.
one. Yeah, he said that, and they left it in the movie. They couldn't go back and fix it. So that's a cool novel.
I don't think I've ever caught that.
Yeah, watch it again. It'll say we're going also. We're gonna rip Lindsay's clothes off. The little 8-year-old girl. Not a lot of people catch that.
Crazy.
No, you're right though. They couldn't do that today anyway. There'd be so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
Man.
Someone just wrote, "I am from the year 2030, and if you don't hold any sashish in a digital wallet, you will not be able to buy anything. The financial system flipped mid 2030. Bitcoin becomes U.S. strategic reserve."
digital
Oh,
wallet.
thank you for that, Rooster. I appreciate that. Thanks for the advice. He's probably, if he is. Oh, man.
I'm still a cash guy. I don't know. I don't like any of this digital stuff. I'll use it once in a while, but
Hey, married to Michael Myers. I know you probably told me last time we talked, but what's your real name again?
Aaron?
Aaron.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron. Thank you for calling, man.
Oh, no problem, man. I'll try to jump in again when I can. I've just been really busy. I go to school full time and I work full time, so I don't get a lot of free time. But I happen to be home tonight, and I saw you were live. So
Oh, awesome. So hopefully the next time I go live, I'm gonna do another game show. But I'm gonna be giving basically if you win, I'm gonna write your name down and your shirt size, and I'm gonna put you guys all your names into like a hat basically, and reach my hand in and pull one out. But I'm not gonna do the hat. I'm gonna do it on a computer screen, the big wheel, and whoever it lands on is gonna get a free mask and a free Frankie Halloween T-shirt.
what kind? Any idea on what mask you have?
Yeah, I got either a Jason Voorhees or a Terrifier mask.
Dude, that's cool, man.
So whoever does win, hopefully, I hope it's you, but
Yeah,
someone's gonna win.
Fingers crossed. All right.
There shouldn't be too many winners, so it's only probably be a handful of people.
Okay. Well, awesome.
All right, Aaron, thanks for calling in, man.
Oh, no problem. I'll talk to you later, Frankie. And it was nice meeting you to the other host.
yeah, nice having you, man.
I grew
Good.
up with him as my best friend, Linus.
Glad you were able to call in
Linus.
tonight. Appreciate it for my first show
Nice to
here
meet
on
you.
the Halloween show. Nice to meet you also.
Good night, buddy.
All right. Well, have a good night, guys.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest subscribers right there. He's been on my channel since day one. Always comment and always one of the first people to watch everything. Aaron's a good dude. Pretty much, I think he started liking my Halloween content because I always dress up as Michael Myers. He's a huge Michael Myers guy.
I actually have a you were talking about the Jason mask. I actually won one on Whatnot not that long ago. It was the signed by the actor that played him when he was a little kid in the movie.
Really?
I'm sure you know who that is. Ari?
I don't know the kid. I know.
Yeah, the kid that actually played Jason. I guess it wasn't a big role. It's actually signed by him.
Really?
Really
What kind
cool,
of mask
man.
is it?
It's just a basic Jason mask.
Is it a Trick or Treat Studios one? Or is it just a hockey mask?
Just a hockey, like the
Okay.
basic Jason mask, but it was actually signed by, I want to say the guy's first name was Ari. If anybody knows, wants to put it in the chat, Layman maybe? But he played Jason when he was the kid, when the kid appeared in the movie.
How much you win that for?
It was like a giveaway. It was actually like one of those giveaways while you were in the room.
I gotta get on Whatnot. I haven't never been on there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I couldn't even believe it. I'm not a big Jason guy, but I'm like, hey, I'll take it for free.
Do they sell a lot of horror merchandise in there?
There is some people that do run a lot of the autographed masks and stuff like that I have seen.
Cool. Real cool. It's all like signed stuff?
Yeah, by some of the actors and everything. I'll have to share the link with you.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been seeing Whatnot all over the place. I just never hit the button. I'm honestly scared to click on it because I might get hooked on spending more money on a different website.
Yeah, I mean, if you just whatever you can imagine, someone's probably got it on there. You know, sure, there's a ton of horror stuff on there.
Guys, if you feel want to call in, the number's right behind me. Call on in. Talk about anything you want Halloween related. Anything that you want to talk about at all. Remember Fangoria? Fangoria? No. Sounds like a vampire, though.
Francoria.
Terry Frangoria.
Yeah, it's like the horror version of Terry Francona. It's his alter ego.
He's been coaching all red teams. Did you know that?
Yeah, the Indians, right?
He went from the Red Sox to the Indians to the Reds. That's crazy. America's Most Wanted. He's a Raiders fan. He has a Raiders symbol there. Definitely the chat is not as big as it used to be over on Saturday nights. Usually Saturday nights are crazy in here.
Where are we at now?
Let's see the top fans. Yeah, Megan's number one. Frankie, my mom. Anyway, let's come in. Yeah, it's a slow night. Guys, feel free. Please call on in. We can talk about anything you want. Halloween related, of course. Alright, so get back to the candy. Well, I think we're at, we were talking about your favorite non-candy. I actually changed my mind. I said Twizzlers was my favorite non-chocolate candy, but you brought up Sweetest Fish. That's definitely my favorite.
They got different versions of that now. I don't know if those were around when we were younger, but I don't know if you've seen the tropical ones. And there's like the double fusion ones. They're doing a lot of different ones
What's
now.
that, half and half on the same
Half
fish?
and half, yep, on the same fish, like lemonade and strawberry.
Oh, wait, I did see those.
But man,
Yeah,
I wish
got
I could
them.
get the purple ones back, man. Those are so good.
You have to do your history on horror movies. I know I do. I'm sorry, free thinker. I know I do. Here's a true story. I bought the whole, what do you call it? There's like a certain name for all the American, what's those old school movies called?
It's like westerns.
No, the old school horror movies. There's a name for them. Universal Monsters. The Universal Monster Collection. I bought all of them because I never watched any of them. And I had them all, and I literally lost the whole set. I spent like $100. I don't know where it went. Someone borrowed it. I forget. And I don't watch none of them. I'm very upset about that. But free thinker, you are correct. I need to brush up on my horror history. Thank you for calling me out on that. Feel free to call in too if you want. But yeah, my kids got what you just said, the Sweetest Fish on Halloween for the trick or treat candy, and we've seen them for the first time. The ones that are together. Yeah, guys, please like the live, please.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, I think the chocolate becomes more of like a adult thing. You know, like when you become an adult, you almost go away from a lot of those, like the sweet tarts and the. I don't know if you've had a lot of that when you were a kid, like Spree, Nerds.
I have plenty of sweet tarts.
Like, and then when you become an adult, I feel like you get away from that type of candy. Like, it doesn't really do much for you anymore.
I agree. Mini Megan. It's just like a. Alright, we're gonna get off in a few minutes. It's a slow night. No sense of staying on here if no one wants to talk.
Yeah, we're open to anything. Anybody wants to talk about anything Halloween related? Doesn't have to be anything particular. We're talking about candy.
If you guys want to get slapped by either one of us, feel free to call in.
Yeah, I was like a professional, the slap thing that you see on YouTube.
Yeah, he was a professional slap fighter. He started the whole thing. He slapped the whole city of Smithfield.
They said they never seen that much pressure in a slap before.
True story. He broke someone's arm wrestling. Remember that day? The guy was like,
Oh my god. Remember we were thinking of the aftermath? Like, this guy was just at a fair and he wanted to join an arm wrestling contest, and you know, I get into this arm wrestling contest with this guy and we're right in the middle. Neither one of us can go either way. It's like a dead stalemate, and I just said to myself, I'm like, I got to dig a little deeper here and add some extra strength in there. And I went to do it, and I felt the guy's elbow popped as soon as I.
Dude, that was so gross.
The guy was like staring at me, like holding his arm and looking at me like I was gonna. I couldn't even do anything for
The
the
funny
guy.
part about that was there was people in the audience that stood up and fainted and fell down the. There was like 5 ambulances there. Someone beeping?
The guy left on a stretch. You know, he had a cast with his arm up.
Huh? Not over here.
Yeah, the guy looked like he was waving by. He's on the stretcher with a.
Yeah, he ran up to the referee like, help him. He's like, my arm. But yeah, some old lady stood up and passed out, rolled down all the bleachers. There had to be about 4 ambulances taking people up because of you.
And then they looked at me and they're like, "Well, you technically won. You can go on." And I'm like, "Yeah." After that, I'm all set.
That was the year I went up against the guy Ox. You remember Ox, that big giant guy in the finals?
That was crazy.
I can't believe how many times that door slammed.
That guy had technique, though. You know.
Oh, he was a 450-pound guy. I just couldn't move his arm. That was nuts. All right. I think we're going to get off. There's no one talking anymore.
How many people you got in the room?
It doesn't say on here. It says on that phone. That one that's right there. I can't see. Jen, how many people are on? Yeah, that's it. All right, yeah, we're going to get off. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to get off. I'll be back on the next Saturday night with Medium Tony. He shall be back. Your favorite guest to talk about dead people. Which horror movie is your go-to? My favorite horror movie is the original Conjuring. I just love everything about that movie. Mostly because it's a real story. And it's based in Rhode Island where I live. But that's my number one. But if Halloween's ever on, I love watching Michael Myers movies. How about you? What's your go-to?
I either like the Saw or Final Destination. I like those movies.
Those are two. I'm not a huge fan of Final Destination, but Saw definitely. But thank you for joining in, Free Thinker. If you want to come back and see my next special guest, The Exorcist, the original, absolutely. Come on next Saturday night. I'm gonna have special guest Medium Tony. If you ever seen him, I'm not sure if you've seen him, but he'll be on next Saturday night. Thank you guys for tuning in, and on this channel it's always Halloween. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, Saturday night.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Bye. Bye.